In Tehran, cafes are open, but the city feels empty. Missiles fade into routine, checkpoints into daily life. We can only afford the essentials, one says. We are caught between three crazy powers, says another. And if a deal comes, will it bring peace or force them to flee? A month into America's war in Iran, a quieter crisis is unfolding inside, one defined not only by war, but by fear, restriction, and deepening uncertainty. With internet access heavily limited and independent reporting constrained, rare accounts from citizens are offering a glimpse into daily life under mounting pressure. According to interviews conducted by AFP, life across parts of Iran continues, but under a shadow. In Tehran, residents describe a city that remains functional yet subdued.
The cafes are open, we go out, there is fuel, water and electricity, but there is a sense of helplessness in all of us. Shops and restaurants are open until 9 p.m, but the city seems empty. Most people have left.
The sound of explosions and missile activity has also become increasingly familiar. One Tehran resident described how such events are gradually being absorbed into everyday life, though concerns remain high, particularly over the risk of strikes on oil and gas infrastructure, an issue that appears to unite public anxiety across the country. Alongside the security situation, economic strain has intensified sharply. Many citizens report a collapse in income. Gulnar, a resident of Tehran who previously relied on an online business, said she had not earned anything for 2 months.
We don't even pay rent, but we can't even think about having fun or going to restaurants anymore. We can only afford the essentials of life.
Despite reports of a slight reduction in the intensity of attacks in recent days, optimism remains limited. One resident in Sanandaj said that earlier expectations of political change have faded, reinforcing a sense of resignation among some citizens. At the same time, concerns over internal control appear to be growing. Several individuals described an increased presence of security forces and heightened surveillance. Kaveh, a 38-year-old artist in Tehran, said that passing through multiple checkpoints in a single day has become common.
You may go through several checkpoints in a day. Cars and phones are checked, even hidden files, photos, apps, even personal notes.
There are also anxieties about what may follow if a political agreement is reached. Some opposition figures worry that any deal between Iran and the United States could lead to intensified pressure on dissenting voices.
If that happens, we will be destroyed. We will be forced to leave Iran for 2 or 3 years. Otherwise, they will come after us.
The psychological toll is becoming increasingly evident. Citizens speak of exhaustion, fear, and a sense of being trapped between competing forces. Ancien, a dentist in Tehran, said,
We are caught between 3 crazy powers and the war is scary. I know I will never be the same person again.
Severe internet restrictions and limited access for foreign journalists continue to obscure a full picture of events inside Iran. As a result, much of what is known relies on personal testimonies. Together, these accounts suggest that while daily life has not come to a halt, the combined weight of conflict, economic hardship, and rising internal pressure is reshaping the country's social landscape, leaving many uncertain about what lies ahead. Iran's hardliners are pushing louder than ever for the country to pursue a nuclear weapon. And for the first time, that conversation is no longer behind closed doors. 2 senior Iranian sources told Reuters that since the killing of Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, the Revolutionary Guards have tightened their grip on power, and with it, their influence over Iran's nuclear direction. For decades, Tehran's position was consistent. Khamenei had declared nuclear weapons forbidden under Islam through a fatwa, and Iran remained inside the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty. Thanks to America and Israel, that position is now being openly questioned. State media affiliated with the Guards ran a piece on March 26th calling on Iran to withdraw from the NPT without further delay. Days earlier, state television also gave airtime to a conservative commentator telling viewers the public had made up its mind.
We need to act in order to build a nuclear weapon. Either we build it or we acquire it.
Hardline politician Mohammad Javad Larijani, whose brother Ali Larijani was killed in a strike earlier this month, went further, calling for Iran's NPT membership to be suspended altogether.
The NPT should be suspended. We should form a committee to assess whether the NPT is of any use to us at all.
One of the two senior sources whom Reuters quotes was clear that no decision has been taken as of now. Iran has not committed to building a bomb, but credible voices inside the establishment are now demanding a policy shift, and the people who once pushed back against them are gone. Khamenei's fatwa against nuclear weapons carried weight as long as he was alive. Whether that religious ruling binds his successors is legally uncertain. His son Mojtaba is believed to have different ideas from his father and has not been seen in public since Khamenei's death. Ali Larijani, who the sources said had consistently resisted hardliner pressure on nuclear matters, was killed in a strike earlier this month. The US-Israeli attacks on Iran's nuclear facilities have sharpened the internal debate. Iranian strategists are now asking what remaining inside the NPT has actually gained them, particularly after talks on their nuclear program were still underway when the strikes began. Analysts have long characterized Iran's ambition as becoming a threshold state, capable of assembling a weapon quickly without formally crossing that line. After weeks of airstrikes, two key moderating figures dead, and a new leadership yet to find its footing, that calculation is now very much in question.